your style is killing it. I'm telling you.
I'm
You got
digging the
something.
hat. It's really tough.
No, dude, you're making it look easy.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are.
That's a great compliment.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, you're making it look easy. You know, you really are. And I want to thank you for just supporting your friends and the people that are around you and becoming a part of something that is greater than you and I. And it's beautiful that so many different walks of life can come together and just have a conversation, you know?
Thank you. Actually, means a lot to me personally because my entire life I feel like art has been a calling for me. Matter of fact, I feel like I've known since I was extremely young, like 5 years old. When asked what I wanted to do with myself, I said I wanted to become art. And I didn't want to ever limit myself to any type. I wanted to be able to become it. I wanted to be able to sing, to dance, to draw, to paint, to act, whatever may take me. And in doing so, I found myself always in rooms with other creatives. And so it's just, if I'm not around my people, I gotta find y'all. I gotta be there.
Well, consider yourself found. All right. Yo, let's start it off. Let's get it going. We are here with the Respecting Perspectives podcast, and you got AWOL here, and I have this young lady, let me tell you, Miss Korri Darkheart. She is a vibe, okay? A vibe and a half, all right? She came through the first time I met her, and just her energy and her presence was just it was captivating. And gosh, she's a musician. You could tell she's a stylist. She's a poet. And gosh, I'm gonna let her tell a little bit about herself, kind of where you came up, and kind of how we ended up here.
First of all, golly gee, thank you so much, AWOL. I am just blushing right now. Before anything else, I want to take a moment and say to you as well, like, you also are doing an amazing job. You also have been someone who I met at Wide Awake, and you inspired me. You lit a fire in me too, and you made me excited, and you made me feel like meeting people like you let me know I was going in the right direction. And seeing all that you're doing now and what you're continuing to do and where you're really coming from, like, wow, it once again inspired me. Once again makes me super happy to be here.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
That means
it's
a lot.
My pleasure.
It means a lot.
More about me.
Yeah.
I'm from the East Coast and the West Coast.
Okay.
Mom's in Virginia, dad's in California. Growing up, I was always kind of like the weird kid, you know what I mean? And I just kind of grew into that. I remember in high school, I was like one out of like maybe 4 alternative African American girls. And I would still run into people who didn't even know that you could be both of those things. I grew up with like a lot of multi-languages influences in my life. Like, of course, I love anime, Japanese culture, seeing like French jazz, all that stuff. My mother always tried to make sure that I was very like well-versed in that. And I guess if you want to know me as a person, you have to know that I'm always going to find a way to communicate to you a feeling that I've felt, because I think it's important to share, be it through language or music or art or painting, and that's something that really drives me.
Yeah, I can tell. It's super apparent, and you shine with that, and it's just it's cool to see and to be a part of at the same time. Let me ask you this though: when do you think the first time in your life you knew music was going to be that thing for you?
I'd say there might be 2 times. One so more personal and the other more like macro, I guess, more bigger. The personal one for me was being in middle school and trying out for the talent show.
Cool.
My mom telling me to wait for her because she was going to try and figure out a song or something for me to do because I was terribly shy, horrendously so. Oh my. And she ended up not making it in time, and she was, like, got caught in traffic, and I just remember that emotion that I'd felt at that time, and it compelled me to write this really like deep poem, and I remember like holding back tears and being asked, because it was my time to be auditioned, and I later found out she was the drama teacher. She saw that I was like clutching the poem in my hand, and she said, "Let me see this," and she read it. And then she read it again, and she was like, "You're going to show up tomorrow after school. You need to go out there and read that." And then I did, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Wow, where did that come from?" And I was like, "I just came up with it now."
Yo, off the dome.
Yes.
Right.
From there, I was involved in theater, but I think the second time, the more spiritual side of it that I realized that music was my destiny, was being in church. When the spirit takes over, when it's like this emotion, like everyone goes into a trance like nothing I've seen before. There's no drug that can induce it. There's no person that can command it. It is just an energy that is so overwhelming that you must express, you must create. And it's like when you're in church and the song has stopped, but for some reason the choir just keeps on humming. And for some reason the pianist just keeps on playing. And that drummer, oh my Lord, like the feeling of like changing colors, like my skin scale by scale, you know what I mean, from my head to the bottom of my feet, realizing I wanted so desperately to be a part of that and to go to wherever that is. Like, wow.
That's amazing. It's so cool that you can share that with us and be able to describe it, you know, in the way that you have. And gosh, I mean, to piggyback off that, what would you say are maybe either some of the influences or people, places, or things, whatever it may be, that help shape, you know, your artistry itself?
Might sound really weird and all over the place, but I feel like anime was a really big influence for me growing up, and that showed me like a lot of music from over there, introducing me to other cultures, but also just the art of it. My mom wanted me to listen to music that came from all over the place, and also just growing up, my preteen years were that era where like emo scene party music was really popular. Lady Gaga was going on. Kanye was making his thing happen. And then as I got older, I started to focus on like the lyrical skills of like Kendrick. I started really looking back at artists like Biggie. I started really just becoming more aware and taking in more and trying to use what made me feel something in my artistry and my music. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, no, definitely. You actually, Doug, it's great when you can give specific references, you know, because then other people who have, you know, a liking for those people can also be like, yeah, you know what, they actually did that for me as well. So it's cool to make those connections and understand, you know, where they come from, you know. It's crazy. Let me ask you, I mean, because, you know, since the first time I met you, the way you dressed was a little bit different than the people around you. And it was, you know, you can tell that you're not scared to express yourself. You can tell that, like, when you walk down the street, like, you know, you're an artist. Like, you had those, I'm sure you have people who like come up to you and they're like, you're an artist, right? Like, I'm telling you, you got that, you just got the look.
Well, actually, I am a cosplayer.
Okay.
During the summer, I do more cosplayer events and stuff like that. During the fall, I focus more on Korri Darkheart things.
Okay.
So Korri absolutely has more of that anime cosplay, almost like J-rock, K-pop influence mixed with like subtle what's the word I'm looking for? Rococo, or like the
cool.
styles, gothic styles like that.
Okay.
Lots of 90s influences. But so mostly what people ask me is there a convention nearby? Is there a where's the party at? I get that a lot with my boyfriend. Where's the party at? Where are you guys going? Are you guys performers?
They know right off the bat. You got that performer spidey sense.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm just used to it. I mean, of course, sometimes it's a little interesting with responses. I've been recorded before, or like I'll have people point, but at the same time, I'll be like, what are they looking at with a full head of pink hair? Like,
yeah, what are they?
Like, oh, yeah.
So it's like, you know what, though, that you're proud of the way that you look, you know, and it's cool to see that, because especially in today's, you know, society and world where, you know, you feel like you have to fit in somewhere, and it's so cool that like it doesn't matter how you look, you can still fit in, to whatever, you're trying to fit in, and you really don't have to put yourself in a box. It's beautiful that we can dress. I mean, like all of these options. Yes. That we have. I mean, to be able to express ourselves, and then, hopefully what that does is that kind of bleeds onto the page and onto paper, what makes us the artists we are today. And I'm very curious to know. I mean, you did give me some of like the backgrounds, but like give me some artists that you some favorite artists, whether it's singers or it's maybe an author or a painter, or do you have any that you could throw out there?
An artist that I often enjoy showing to my friends is Salvador Dali, especially when he works with Disney. Like, it's just really fun because most people don't expect him to have lived in the same time period, but also I just really enjoy his art. There's a painter, I'm going to butcher his name, please forgive me. It's like Francisco de la Rolle or something like that.
Okay.
He's a painter that focused on ballerinas.
Cool. Which
I always found was really cool. My grandmother was a huge fan of Michael Jackson.
Okay.
So his tenacity with like how he performed, right. How he would like beatbox to create sounds, the way that he carried himself when it came to his music and whatnot. Yeah. That was something that influenced a lot of my sound and the way that I also did things. Korri is actually a persona to give me the freedom to express myself the way I like, but also just protect the people around me and my personal life as well. And I feel like Michael Jackson did that a lot too, something I normally say is like, Korri has pink hair. I don't have pink hair. This is not Korri. Korri is like a magical girl that only shows up when it's time to perform.
It's a persona, and to be able to transform into that is, it's really cool. I think it's awesome that we have all of these influences around us, that we can. And I think the wild thing is when it comes to like someone like Michael Jackson, who like lives that, like he lived that, and there's some artists who they don't separate themselves from the art. Now you hear that, right? Like, separating yourself from the art. Do you feel like that is something that either should be done, or like, have you ever found yourself needing to like separate yourself from the art so that way you didn't get like hurt, like if you got like a bad comment or not a bad comment, but like, somebody gave you some constructive criticism about it and it wasn't like the best thing ever?
For that, I would say there is no separation between me and art itself. There may be different versions of myself that I allow to express different types of art. Korri is obviously more like a music, lyrical person. My own personal self in my everyday life, that is someone who paints, who enjoys like working on portraits and landscapes and painting clouds and birds and whatnot. You know what I mean? Whenever people give me their feedback, I don't think it's a problem, but that's also because like I pride myself on growing up with a lot of like art and advanced art being my life. And in doing so, we would have exercises where we did give constructive criticism to each other. And those rules were,
it's important.
Can you explain it? Can you be respectful about it? Is it something that you can actually point out and use words like its value, its weight, the shades, how much light or dark it has? Because saying something like, well, that's stupid, or you look dumb, it's not a real thing. And when people do it in real life, it excites me. It makes me really excited. Like if I get looked at weird, or if I get a weird sneer, I'm like, because I know there's probably some younger girl who got bullied or was made to feel like less than. So it's like, oh, you want to make someone feel bad? Make me feel bad.
Right.
Oh, you can.
Right. And smile in their face. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's just how I face that.
Yeah. I love that. You're a strong woman, and it's cool to see you face those things with a smile, and to be confident in yourself. Confidence is something that I think we all struggle with. Is there anything that helps bring confidence in your life, or something that makes you feel like, maybe a piece of clothing that makes you feel more confident? Or
I would say what makes me feel more confident is actually my skin itself. So who I am, no matter what clothes I put on. And that is because it's might be a little personal, but growing up, I struggled with self-harm. If you listen to Korri's music, if you truly listen to those words, I'm speaking to someone out there who, like me, at one point struggled to not harm themselves, struggled with those really big emotions that you felt like no one else could get. So, and also the reason that I do cover up my scars is because I don't want to like trigger anybody. That was something that I was worried about. I don't want someone to see my skin and feel like you know what I mean? It's not that I'm ashamed of it, but that is why I'm the most proud of it, because no matter what I put on my body, I've had to accept me at my most raw and my most natural. So no matter what clothes I put on, my body is my temple and it is valuable to me. So nothing and everything is what makes me feel amazing.
I love that so much. You described that very well. And gosh, it makes you think of, right, all the different emotions that you go through when you're younger, and the struggles that are out there, and how ways to deal with them. Gosh, it makes me think about all of the struggles that like I've personally never been through, but like I was telling you, having conversations like this, it helps me so much learn about myself. And I'm so grateful to be able to talk to someone like you who has been through different struggles than I have, but at the same time, understanding that we're going through them, and that we're here, and that we're trying, and that we are, like you were saying earlier, the way that we express ourselves and the different mediums at which we can do that. You guys were talking about, I do definitely want to mention, so you got to tell the world who your boyfriend is, who you're dating, and like, let me tell you something. They are two of the most passionate artists, and they are just a team. They are, when I ask somebody who their favorite duo is right now, I gotta say you and him, because you guys show up. He gave you a hug and a kiss before the podcast, and you know what? That's support. Like, that's what it's about. That small stuff that some people think is cheesy, but you know what? Cheese is good. Okay, so don't mess with me right now, all right? So tell the world who he is, and how you met him, and what he's done for you as an artist, and maybe like a struggle, or I know that's a lot of things, but I would love for you to, because you guys inspire me with your relationship, so I would love to hear how you do this.
Oh, bless your heart. Okay, everybody, I have an announcement to make officially. Beige, I'm in love with you.
You handled that well.
We are dating, and we're like really happy together. He's someone that I haven't found this type of happiness with in a long time. I think it's amazing that we both are so passionate about art and music, and that is something that we fell in love with each other more on. I've never experienced the spiritual emotion of singing with someone the way I've sang with him. I've never sang this way before in my life. I've never felt this way about art and about music before in my life. And I think it is so wonderful because, when you first look at us, you think, oh, they're so different. They're so this or they're so that. But he helps me understand parts of life that I may not want to take a second glance at as so much, and I feel like I help him with parts of life where it's like more of the assertion and more telling him like, if that's how you feel, then go with it. These are your emotions, this is your music, this is your like drive.
Yeah.
So much of his music in his albums, it's a pleasure to be interwoven through. So much of it is amazing that like, when you place our albums and our music side by side, if you play one after another, it actually creates a story, and it tells like how each one is feeling and where they are going in life. And that's something that is so amazing.
That's a cool
for me to
concept.
think about, right?
I've never thought about something like that, making like a double album where like that person, but then if you were to play each track kind of back to back, that it would create a whole different story that you knew about, but you weren't able to make those connections with.
Right, and it's not something that we intentionally did, and that's what's so amazing about it. If I had to think of something that we needed more work on as a team, I would say, because I don't want to say struggle. It wasn't bad. It didn't end the world. You know what I mean? It was just how to mitigate and really handle our performing personalities being in a relationship, as well as our personal lives being in a relationship. Because at the end of the day, it's fine if you are around me, but this is something I've struggled with when I dated other men. You know, they either fall in love with Korri, and then when I'm myself, they're like, or they like me, and because they like me, they feel like Korri is too much, too flashy. You know what I mean? So it was really about like thinking about how we wanted to move, when we wanted to introduce the idea, how we wanted to go about it, setting our boundaries when it came to other people as well, because it's not a normal relationship, no matter how you slice it. He makes music, I make music. He has photo shoots, I have photo shoots. People are telling you all the time that you look good, and you gotta go, thank you, I know. Right?
You know?
So that was something that we communicated to, and I believe worked on. It was something that at first was a little bit daunting, you know, because a lot of the things that would be a red flag in a normal relationship is not a red flag here. Oh my God, he's just a friend. Oh my God, she's just a friend. Hey, this is a person I'm working on a project with.
Right.
This is actually a person I'm literally sitting on a couch with you at a podcast.
Yeah.
And can you imagine being like, hey babe, I'm going to go do this thing. If you didn't trust someone and if you were not ready for this type of relationship, this would be very hard.
Right.
I've had men in the past struggle with me going to podcasts and assume the worst, and it's like, wow, you really have to be ready for this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're 100%
that's something
right.
that Beige and I feel like we've really worked on and put a lot of energy to, and I'm proud of him about it.
Aw, I love that. It's so cool to hear that and to just be inspired by that, you know, and you know, you're lucky to have found someone out there that you can really be yourself with, and he's lucky as well, you know. And gosh, I mean, you know, hopefully that will help the listeners, you know, try and put down their guard a little bit, and maybe, you know, try and find that other half that they're out there, you know, that they know is out there. Because with 8 billion people, let me tell you, like, he or she or they are out there, okay? So don't even stress that, you know. You just have to know yourself well, and you know, be well grounded, and I think that's one of the most important things. Wait, do you hear that? Do you hear that? What is that noise?
What noise?
Oh my gosh, wait a second. It is a phone call.
Do you have to take that?
You know what? You won't believe who it is.
Who is it?
Yes, this Lil Korri. Okay, wait a second. Okay, this is the young G Korri. Okay, all right. Well, guess who I'm sitting here with? Excellent. Yes, great guess. You got one right. And what do I want you to do here? Oh, see, you're prepared. You already came prepared. All right, here she is.
Hey, little Korri, how are you doing? Yeah. It'd be like that. Okay. I get it. Listen, no matter what, don't go to Tijuana, okay? Do not go to Tijuana. Don't go to Tijuana. No play.
Stay home.
Stay home. Listen to your dad and stay home. Do not party over there.
Oh, shoot.
But seriously, though, there are going to be times in your life where things may be a little different. There are going to be times in your life where things may be a little bit hard. I'm going to need you to really focus on what matters, because that is what's going to drive you, and that will be your Northern Star. I'm going to need you to remember, no matter what, that you love yourself and you're doing this for yourself, okay? There are going to be times where you're not going to be sure what to do at all. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to talk to your mom or your dad. Your mom's actually really cool now. She's really cool now, dude. Like, go hang out with her. Yes. Oh, you gotta go? Yeah. Okay, bye.
Tell her you love her.
Oh, wait. Listen. I love you and I'm so proud of you. Okay? I love you so much. Bye.
Oh, that was good.
Thank you so
That
much.
was so good. There you
I'm
go.
just gonna hug myself a little bit.
Yeah, give yourself a hug because you deserve it.
You too. We should hug ourselves.
Hug ourselves for each other. Nice.
You
Love
know,
it.
actually, funny secret. It wasn't until I was watching it with my boyfriend the other night I didn't realize that Korri Darkheart was inspired by Care Bears.
Oh my God. Isn't it great? Dude, I'm sure there's so many inspirations behind it that you like later on think about, like, you know what? That really made me do this thing or want to be this person.
Right.
It's so cool that we have all of those things too.
Absolutely.
All right, we got rapid fire here.
Okay.
Okay, we're putting 10 seconds on the clock. What's one thing you can't live without?
My voice memos.
You got to talk into the mic a little
Sorry,
bit.
my voice
You got
memos.
into that one. Okay, voice memos. It is, if you could be any sea animal, what would it be and why?
Oh, rapid fire. Okay. I would be a blue whale.
Yes.
Because
And why?
it rhymes with boo whale, and they're really cute.
Yes. No, love it. Love it. All right, what's your superpower? What's your superpower?
Telepathy. Yeah.
Okay. Daytime or nighttime?
Nighttime all the way.
All the way. All the way. Favorite kind of flower?
Hyacinth. I adore them.
Oh, man.
Yes,
Love
they smell
that.
so good, and they come back every single year.
Shouts out to Hyacinth. Shouts out to the annual Hyacinths. Let's see here. The most unique food.
I would have to say sea urchin. I've never had it, but I want to try it.
Oh, love that. Love that. New Testament or Old Testament?
The one with Jesus in it.
Oh, Jesus is in it. All right. All right. Favorite color?
Pink.
Pink. Got it. Really? Okay.
I like black, but pink goes with it really well.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Favorite curse word that's not really a curse word, but people consider it a curse word.
Heliante.
Ellie, yes. That is awesome. Okay, favorite Spice Girl.
Scary Spice.
Got it. All right, what's my spirit animal?
You're like a giant sloth when they were still fast.
Yes. Taking it. I'll take that all the way. All right, what's your favorite season?
I really love the transition from fall into winter. It's just really pretty. And it's like snuggle weather, ash beige. Like I'm always trying to make the room super cold so we can cuddle.
That's smart. Snuggle season in the house here. All right, what's one thing you've always wanted to do but haven't yet?
I want to like perform in a stadium.
Oh,
Yes.
what stadium would it be if it could be any?
I'm not sure. Like, I don't want to be too ambitious.
Dude,
Maybe
be ambitious AF.
like the National Stadium.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Dude, love that. Oh, I can see it now. Korri Darkheart performing at the National Stadium in front of 100,000 people.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I can
I'm
hear
not
it.
ready yet, but one day I will be.
You're-
Oh my gosh.
Keep working, keep hustling. And one last question, coconut or pineapple?
Pineapple, because they will never fall from the sky and concuss me.
Oh my God, that is such a good reason to pick that. Okay. I haven't heard that one before, and I've asked that question a lot of times. And that actually that swayed my decision a little bit.
Pineapples are cute. They just come from the ground. Like they're really nice. Just,
Oh, dude, you are so right about that. All right. Well, gosh, we're coming to the end here. And will you give the world a little bit of inspiration? Will you leave them with a final thought?
It's okay. Do what makes you happy. I'll be here with you. My name is Korri Darkheart. Like, what is in here?
Love that. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining us. And thank you, Korri, for being here. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so excited to see what you have in the future. And is there any project or anything that people should look out for? And how can they find you online?
I have two projects right now that I'm really, I think, working on. One is based on like the Greco-Roman gods and stories that I've been building. I might call it Gorgon. And the other one
Okay.
is just more, I think, to cope. And that's really like just self-exploration after trauma, what happens and accepting it
Okay.
and how we all deal with these things. I haven't released them yet because I am a perfectionist, unfortunately. And I've tried to rush myself and that just ruins it all. So I'm still continuously working on it and adding songs. I can be found on Spotify at Korri Darkheart and Instagram at Korri_Darkheart.
And it's Korri.
Yes.
Yep, you said
and then
it. Nice.
TikTok as Korri Darkheart. And
Okay.
YouTube, I think Korri Darkheart too. Just Korri Darkheart, you'll find me.
Yeah, go find. Google that. Well, thank you so much for being here, and until the next time, peace.